Hello, friends. First of all, welcome up all of you in this video lecture series of 11th Economics. Before starting this lecture, I just revised what we studied in previous videos. We studied theoretical part of the topic number 3rd, that is partition value. Next, actual part of calculation of quartiles as per individual series, continuous series and discrete series. Then actual calculation of deciles as per individual series, discrete series and continuous series. So from this lecture we start calculation of percentiles. So what is meant by percentiles? Percentiles are the values of data, numerical data, which divides the whole set of given observations into 100 equal parts. The whole set of given observations into 100 equal parts. There are 99 percentiles. That is P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11 up to P99. That is P for percentiles. There are 99 percentiles. To calculate percentiles in individual series or in discrete series or continuous series, first we arrange the data as per ascending order. Generally the data is arranged as per ascending order. For calculating P1 to P99, for individual and discrete series we use following formula. That is, we use following formula. PK, K stands for first percentile, second percentile up to 99%. In place of K, here we write first, second, third, fourth up to 99 percentiles. So P size of K, in place of K here we again write the percentile which we want to calculate, that is first, that is first percentile, second percentile, third percentile up to 99 percentiles. Into bracket n plus 1, n that is number of n, that is total of frequency or number of values which are given here, n plus 1 upon 100. Why we divide here 100 by 100? Because percentiles divides data into 100 equal parts. Percentiles divides data into 100 equal parts. In bracket complete observation. K stands for first percentile, second up to 99%. In place of K we write the percentile which we want to calculate. Or second formula, for in case of if we want to calculate the data as per when data is given as per continuous series or grouped data is given, So k, in place of k here again we write first, second up to 99. So L for lower limit of percentile class. K, again k, in place of k here we write the value of percentile which we want to calculate, that is first percentile, second percentile, third percentile, fourth, fifth up to 99 percentile into n upon 100. Why 100? Because percentile divides data into 100 equal parts. Minus CF, here CF means again same, that is CF means cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the percentile class, into F for frequency of percentile class bracket complete, into H for upper limit minus lower limit of the class, upper limit minus lower limit of the class. So the next part, that is actual calculation of percentiles as per individual series. Individual series means when there is a single type of information is given. Single type of information is given means there is no any frequency is given, okay, or another information is not given, only a single information is given, that is marks of students, weight of students, height of students, number of accidents, etc., production in particular year, poverty in particular year, percentage of poverty in particular year. So all these types of information is given. So find out P40, find out P40 for the following data, for the following data. So data is given, that is 10, 15, 8, 16, 19, 11, 12, 14 and 9. So the first step, that is arrange the data as per ascending order. Arrange the data as per ascending order. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16 and 19, that is arrangement of data as per ascending order. Next step, find out the value of n, that is total number of observations given here, n. So n again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So n is equal to 9. N is equal to 9. It is here. N is equal to 9. So write down the formula of P40, because we want to calculate here P40. So P40 is equal to size of 40 into bracket n plus 1 upon 100th observation, n plus 1 upon 100th observation. So P40 is equal to size of 40 into bracket 9. Why 9? The value of n is 9, plus 1 upon 100 bracket complete observation. P40 is equal to size of 40, 9 plus 1, 10 upon 100 bracket complete observation. P40 is equal to size of 40 into 10, 40 into 10, that is 400 here upon 100 observation. So 400 upon 100, that is 4th observation. So P40 is equal to size of 4th observation. So how we find out the 4th observation? We find out the 4th observation from the data which we arranged as per ascending order, or the fourth observation we taken out from the data which we already arranged only in ascending order, and you must take the value, listen carefully, you must take the value of the observation from the data which we arranged ascending as per ascending order. So the fourth observation, first observation, second observation, third observation, and fourth observation. So our answer is 11. So P40 is equal to 11. P40 is equal to 11. Okay, next calculation. Find out P85. Find out P85 from the following data. From the following data. That is, data is given 79, 82, 36, 38, 51, 72, 68, 70, 64 and 63. So arrange the data as per ascending order. Our first step, that is arrange the data as per ascending order. That is 36, 38, 51, 63, 64, 68, 70, 72, 79 and 82. Next step, find out the value of n. Find out the value of n, that is number of observations given over here. So n is equal to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. So n is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. That is n, value of n. Next, write down the formula. So formula for P85. P85 is equal to size of 85 into n plus 1 upon 100 bracket complete observation. Next, P85 is equal to size of 85 into bracket 10 plus 1 upon 100. Why we divide by here 100? Because the percentile divides data into 100 equal parts. Bracket complete observation. Next step, that is P85 is equal to size of 85 into bracket 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. So 11 upon 100th observation. So size of P85 is equal to size of 85 into 0.11, because 11 upon 100, the answer is 0.11. So the next step, P85 is equal to size of 85 into 0.11, answer is 9.35 observation or 9.35 observation. Okay, 9.35. So under this situation we have to make certain adjustments. So the adjustment, that is, to calculate a P85 we have to make certain adjustments. So adjustment is P85 is equal to size of 9th observation, because here is 9, plus 0.35, because 9 plus 0.35 is equal to 9.35. This 9.35 we divide into two parts. 9 plus 0.35 into bracket 10th observation minus 9th observation. 10th observation minus 9th observation. Okay. While taking this 9th observation here and 10th observation here, we take these observations from the data which we arranged as per ascending order, or only we take these 9th observations and 10th observations from the data which we already arranged as per in ascending order, as per in ascending order. So the next step, P85, 9th observation is 79 plus 0.35 into bracket 82, that is our 10th observation. From where we taken this observation? We taken this observation, that is 10th observation, from the data which we already arranged as per ascending order, minus 79, that is 9th observation. Next, 79 plus 0.35, 79 plus 0.35 into 3, that is 82 minus 79, 3. Next, P85 is equal to 79 plus 0.35 into 3, that is 1.05, 1.05. So P85 is equal to 79 plus 1, 79 plus 1, that is 80.05, 80.05. That is our answer. That is our answer. That is P85 is equal to P85 is equal to 80.05, 80.05. That is our answer. Please keep in mind how to make adjustments here when the answer is in points or in, okay, answer is in point. There is 9.35 something, and all other two adjustments we already done while we studied calculation of quartiles and calculation of deciles. Calculation of quartiles and calculation of deciles. Okay, next, that is calculation of percentiles when two type of information is given, that is frequency and values are given. Frequency and values are given, that is under discrete series, or when ungrouped data is given. When ungrouped data is given, so okay, find out P20 and P60 for the following data. Find out P20 and P60 for the following data. Data, that is height in inches, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63 and 64. Number of persons or F. Number of persons or F, that is 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 2, 1. Okay, so the first step, arrange the data as per ascending order. Arrange the data as per ascending order. So here the data is arranged as per ascending order: 59, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Next step, write down the frequencies, that is value, the number of persons, that is frequencies, f, in front of their values or data, that is 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 2, 1. Next step, find out the value of n, that is 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15, 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 12, 37, 37 plus 2, 39, and 39 plus 1, 40. That is value of n. We find out here, that is n is equal to 40. That is summation of all these things. Summation of all these things. Next, calculate CF. Next step, calculate CF. CF means cumulative frequency. So the cumulative frequency for the first data is same as the frequency of first data, that is 4. 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15, 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 12, 37, 37 plus 2, 39, 39 plus 1, 40. Okay, here is one trick. That we already find out the value of n, but it is correct or not, we find out from the CF of the last data, that is 40, and value of n is always same. To find out value of n is correct or not. Okay, so P, here we calculate P20. So formula for P20, P20 is equal to size of 20. Why we write here 20? Because we have to calculate P20. N plus 1 upon 100th observation. Next, P20 is equal to size of 20 into 40 plus 1 upon 100th observation. Next, P20 is equal to size of 20 into 41 upon 100th observation. Next, P20 is equal to size of 20 into, that is multiplication of 20 and 41, 20 into 41 upon 100. Why we divide by here 100? Because we percentile divides data into 100 equal parts. Next, P20 is equal to size of 820 upon 100th observation. So okay, 20 into 41 upon 100th observation. So P20 is equal to size of 820 upon 100th observation. So here P20 is equal to size of 820 upon 100th observation. This P20 is equal to size of 8.2, that is 8.2nd observation. So this 8.2nd lies in 8.2nd lies in CF 9. This 8.2 lies in CF9. So our answer is 59. Our answer is 59. That is P20 is equal to 59. 59, because by printing mistake here 60 is written, we rectify it is as 20. Okay, so P20 is equal to size of 8.2 observation. So 8.2 lies in CF9. So the value of our answer is 59, because as per calculation of quartiles, deciles and percentiles, the value in front of that CF in which the observation lies is the answer. That is 59. That is 59. That is here P20. By mistake it is printed as a 60. Size of 8.2 observation lies in CF9. So P20 is equal to 59. Next, calculation of P60 from the given same data. Okay, so P60 is equal to size of 60 into bracket n plus 1 upon 100th observation. So P60 is equal to size of 40. The value of n is 40 plus 1 upon 100th observation. So P60 is equal to size of 60 into 40 plus 1, 41 upon 100th observation. So P60 is equal to size of 60, that is multiplication of 60 and 60, 41, multiplication of 60 and 41, 60 into 41 upon 100th observation. So P60 is equal to size of 2460 upon 100th observation. So P60 is equal to size of 24.6, that is 2460 divided by 100, that is 24.6 observation. So this P60, that is 24.6, lies in CF25. This 24.6 observation lies in CF25. Okay, here the 24.6 lies in CF25. It is not possible that it lies in 15, because it is less than 24.6, and it is not possible to lies in 37 because it is more than 24.6. So it is lies in 25. So our answer is 61. Our answer is 61. So P60 is equal to P60 is equal to 61. P60 is equal to 61.